back from the dead.
Hello everyone and welcome back to this channel. It has been such a long time since I made a video and we are so sorry. Where do we even begin by apologizing? It's been months. We promise we've been trying to keep up with everything by like answering comments and by, you know, sticking around on our Telegram and answering any questions and any personal messages that we've received so far. So we're really trying to stay on top of it and we apologize if we haven't gotten to you yet. We got backed up, but now we're back into it. Since it is February and it is almost the season of love, whether you believe in it or not, I thought that it would be a fantastic idea going through our telonym, since we have so many. Yes, I don't know if that's how it's pronounced, but I have so many questions involving romantic and also just other questions and advice that was needed. So I thought, why not go through all of the questions that we have so far and answer them here? So we'll see how this goes. I just wanted to answer the ones that I think were the most burning. And maybe some of you guys need actual help with this. So let's get to the questions that we got from about love. It is time for the season of love, and I'm going to answer the questions. All right, let's get into this. Here's a good one. Before living together, how long do you think you need to be in a relationship? This is a great question because I personally think if you feel that connection and you are in that feeling of love and you do trust them and you understand each other's finances, they are job-wise, if you get all of that and you don't see an issue and there's no problems, I would say move in with each other, but really get to know one another first before you do anything like that. Oh. What does mature love look like? Okay. I think mature love looks like something that's comfortable, is full of trust, full of honesty, full of communication, because good relationships are thanks to strong communication. That's my full belief. So if you have that love and you have that trust and there's a lot of love going on between the two of you, but a bit more than just general love. If there's more than that, I think it might be much more mature love. That's my opinion. Okay, so this one, okay, well, tips on what to do if you love your partner but miss the single life. I would suggest, this is a mere suggestion, but maybe don't be in a relationship until you're ready, because that could really affect the other person. If down the line you say, hey, I love you and I like you, but I also miss being single. Because think about how that sounds to your partner if you said that to them. It wouldn't go great. So I would maybe suggest, if you love being single, maybe don't get into a relationship until you actually feel ready for a relationship. That could just be me, but I personally think that if you love your partner, stick with your partner. If you want to be single, go be single. But that's just my opinion. What was your first date? Where was it? Okay, so the first date that I had was in high school. That was so many years ago. But my first date was okay. We went to lunch, we saw a movie, and we took a walk in a park, and that was pretty much it. Standard date, nothing insane. In your opinion, what are some dating mistakes? Well, as I just said, you know, be trustworthy, be in the relationship. Don't get into one unless you're actually looking to be in one for a while. I think another dating mistake could be not knowing the person well enough before getting into a relationship. That can make it kind of difficult, because then down the line you'll maybe find something that you didn't like about your partner, and now it's kind of hard to get out without, of course, being upfront with how you feel. So I would say it's best to know your partner, and it's, you know, best to have good communication. There are many other mistakes, but I've seen that those are the ones that really affect relationships the most. So this one is, I don't know if it's exactly a Valentine's question, but I'm going to answer it anyway. Is the last present that I gave. And the last present that I gave actually was in Christmas. It was to my partner, and it was a delayed shirt, and it's something similar to the one that I'm wearing right now, which is a raccoons in space shirt. So it was a pretty good gift. My partner a shirt for Christmas, so that was pretty cool. Are you a person that gets jealous quickly? I used to be somebody who used to get jealous very, very quickly, where I would get upset if somebody felt another way about a friend of mine or something along those lines, where I was super jealous many moons ago, and now I've kind of grown up and I've gotten out of that habit, so now I'm more just relax. And if a relationship doesn't work out, then it's maybe something that I need to learn from and go from there. But there's, I don't feel like I'm as jealous as I used to be, which is probably for the best, because seriously, nobody needs an insanely, jealous partner. It can get difficult. I've been on both ends of the spectrum, where I'm the one that was a bit more jealous, and I've been on, the other end. They were a bit jealous. You know how it is. I've dealt with both sides. Got a partner right now? And the answer to this is yes. I do have a partner. We've been together for a little while now. We're trying to still piece things together and, show a lot of love to one another. Obviously, I got these flowers right here from them, so we're working things out. We're trying to get in. We're trying to, yes. The answer is yes. Oh, I didn't mention. Okay, random thing. I have a new tattoo, and it's a sleeping Pikachu. Isn't it cool? Okay. Anyway, moving along. How would you imagine the perfect first date? I think the perfect first date is you go out somewhere that you both are mutually interested in, and I don't know, do something that you both kind of like, and then, spend a couple of hours together, learning about one another, and also trying to, jot down some mental notes for the future, because it's always good to note some stuff down for the future, just in case they become your partner, and down the line you go, hey, remember that time about this? You told me this. And I personally love that. I feel like a lot of people love when you remember some small detail, and it really does help. So going places and having it be a little memorable is the perfect best date. Perfect first date. That's how you get the perfect first date. There we go. Alrighty. Are you crushing on one of your friends? The answer is I was at one point. I was at first, my partner and I were friends, and then we got to know each other a little bit better. And then after a while, we realized that we kind of liked each other, and then one thing led to another, and then we just said, hey, you want to go out? And now we've been dating for a little while, and couldn't be happier. It's great. It's great. What simple gesture says I love you? I love this question. I think it's the perfect answer, or the perfect question to end off on, just because there's so many little things. I personally am a giant fan of doing stuff for the person that I love. So cooking, or cleaning up the house, or just being there when they need me. I think that's really important. Love it. Before I leave for the day, my partner usually gives me a hug, or I give them a hug. And before we go, there's always this one last squeeze right beforehand before we go. And I think that's just the world. So it depends, on who you talk to, but I think my favorite part is when you squeeze a little harder, you show a little bit more love, and when you can be goofy. I think all of those little things are exactly why people can say I love you without saying I love you. So I think that's great. A last one, a bonus question because I thought it was funny, is how would you react if someone asked to pay, let's do that again. How would you react if someone asked for you to pay on a date? Honestly, I would be A-okay with that. I think it's important to maybe, in the beginning of a relationship, split the bill. It's important to split the bill because then you both walk away from this having paid your portion, and then as time goes on, maybe you can pay for their meal or they can pay for yours. Either way, vice versa. But I think the main thing is, if somebody asked me to pay, which did happen one of my first dates, is I said, A-okay, that's just fine, as long as maybe the next time you get it, or we pay midway next time. Something like that. But yeah, I think it's a-okay if you say, hey, do you mind paying, or do you want to split this? I think that's perfect to ask on a first date. Alrighty, I'm so sad that I have to go. Unfortunately, it is a work day and whatnot. I'm going to be editing this video, hopefully getting on more videos as soon as possible. I wish you guys only the best. Other news to announce in this video is that we do have a mailbox now. So if you're looking to send us letters or anything along those lines, you can ship it to our new mailbox, and I will put it right here. Here it is. Here's the mailbox. Go send us a letter or something. We'll open it up on the next video or the video after that. We'll find a time to open up some letters and really announce some of the nice things that maybe you guys will write us. Whatever you guys want. We want to open up a new form of communication and allow, answering letters, or even just, having letters be posted somewhere in the place that we're at now. But we hope to hear from you guys in the future. Please don't forget commenting and, saying anything nice or not nice, or asking questions in the comments. We're just happy to engage. Have a fantastic rest of your day. We'll see you guys in the future. Happy Valentine's if we totally forget, and we love you a ton, all right? Have a good rest of your day. Okay, bye now. Alrighty, bye.